Hello everyone, my name's Ali A and welcome to probably the greatest scoring Modern Warfare 3 game I've ever seen, and I'm pretty sure you guys have ever seen. This is taken from a ground war game, it's kill confirmed, and to be honest it's just quite an average game in terms of the length of the game, the players in it. It all seems quite average until you see the final score and actually see how well this guy plays. He sent me a link on Twitter and I didn't really believe him. I was like, okay, maybe it's a 15-minute demolition game or something. Maybe it's a bit boring. Maybe he's sniping at the back of a map or something and gets extremely lucky. But he's just started the game here. It's 30 seconds into the match and he has a Predator missile already. He's using the assault package and he utilizes the assault package really well. I've talked to him a little bit about the game style he has, how he plays. So I've got loads of tips from him to pass on to you guys. Loads of thoughts about how I think he plays as a player, and I honestly think this is going to be a really enjoyable video, and if you'd like to favourite it, that would really help me out. But again, it's always up to you guys if you want to do that. It's just the add to and favourites button. So let's jump into some tips that he sent me. He said he uses a high sensitivity, and normally I'd be quite against using high sensitivity, but I think a lower sensitivity really helped players out in Black Ops, where the pace of the game was fairly slow. Assault rifles, long range kills, having a lower sensitivity really helped. But in Modern Warfare 3 I find that having a slightly higher sensitivity actually really helps. You run into a lot of close quarter combat situations. You have to adjust your aim really quickly and really suddenly in this game, and he's actually playing on sensitivity 8, and I've recently moved my sensitivity up to 7. It's been really helping me out. I've been having a lot more fun rushing with a higher sensitivity, and it's something I would recommend if you're quite an aggressive player and you don't use the high sensitivity already. And the greatest thing he did here was actually the start of the map. Being aggressive at the beginning and pulling off a good aggressive move at the beginning can set you en route to an amazing game, and not only does this set him en route to an amazing game, but the whole game is an amazing game. He runs up at the beginning of the game straight across the bridge, comes straight into the face of the enemy, and using a silencer is really good because at close range the damage of a silencer doesn't actually, or the damage of the gun isn't affected by the silencer at all. So the only thing you're getting is a pro bonus of being hidden basically on the enemy's radar, and the setup he has here, the silenced ACR and the Akimbo FM sidearms, is fantastic. And here he runs into 3 enemies, because it's ground war, the spawns are switching all the time, because the way that the spawn system works, it tries to place you when you spawn away from as many enemies as possible, and not within a view line of the enemy, and if that's the case then it may be right behind you. So this guy's having to check his back all the time, and again he knows when he's lost a gunfight, or if he's going to lose a gunfight, if you will, because if he'd kept on shooting at the final guy he probably would have been shot down. So he backed away as soon as he could, and again is working towards his next kill streak, which leads me perfectly on to actually the whole idea of stacking kill streaks and being able to use your kill streaks over and over with one life. Something which I thought I'd see more within the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 community before the game came out, but I haven't seen so much, I think probably because you die so quickly, is the ability to continue on your kill streaks and get your kill streaks more than once within the same life. That was very close there, but again, he had the high sensitivity, he knew how to adjust to the guy rushing him, and he did a perfect job of picking him off and not being killed. So having these high kill streaks on normally, or my mindset anyway in the old Call of Duty games, was to aim for the highest kill streak I had set on my creator class and aim for that, and if I died then be super aggressive. Doesn't really matter if you die, because you'll be able to start your kill streak all over again when you respawn. However, this guy, he has a perfect mindset. He knows what's going to happen, that if he gets the highest kill streak and keeps on killing enemies, he's going to keep on building up his kill streaks over and over. And so once he gets to his payload, I won't give away how many times he gets it in one game, but it's a fantastic amount. Once he gets to his payload, he's still in the mindset of killing more enemies and building up his point streak again. One thing to note though, if you guys don't know, if you get to the top and you go back down to your lowest kill streak again, if you have a kill streak not in use and get the kill streak a second time, it'll disappear. So make sure you're using all your kill streaks, not necessarily as soon as possible, but making sure you're not getting two of them, otherwise you will lose the initial one, and you don't want that happening. So make sure you avoid that. But he does a perfect job here of realising where the enemy spawns are, and he's checking his back all the time. It may appear at times to be slightly campy, but in honesty I hate that term. I think campy is just stupid. He played this strategically, like, perfectly. He couldn't have done anything better. You know, it's a 74 own gameplay. I don't think you can play it much better than that. But knowing the spawns is something that really will help you out, and the Learn the Spawn series I'm hoping to do for Modern Warfare 3 is something that should kick off shortly when I have enough time to put that all together, get all the footage. But because of the spawn switching all the time, it sort of alternates between him being within the spawn basically and him being on the complete opposite side of the spawn. And as you can see there in the top left, the radar was filled with red dots, and the worst thing you could have done there is just sprinted into them. You would have given them, you know, a surprise. You probably would have picked off one or two of them, but you wouldn't have been able to. And this guy, I'm sure, wouldn't have been able to pick off all of them. But he made the best move, and he stayed back. He picked off any guys that came to him, and then when the radar showed that the enemies had moved out and dispersed a little bit more, he went in there and finished off the rest of them. And of course the MOAB is in this gameplay. The 25 gun streak is always set within any of the strike packages, and as he mows down the guys here trying to shoot down his air support, he picks it up. Of course you're probably used to seeing MOABs on YouTube with the specialist strike package, because it's always gun kills that go towards the MOAB and nothing else, and having all the perks and all the proficiencies when you've got the all-pro specialist bonus is the easiest way to do it, but he's managed to pick it up here alongside getting, he's now on his third set of kill streaks, which is just insane. I think this is his third Reaper missile in one game without dying. And if you'd like to check out the guy's channel, please head over to his channel. At least thank him for the gameplay, because he came to me first and was like, you know, I want to share this gameplay, which is just amazing, and I couldn't let him down. Something like this has to be shown to you guys, and hopefully, you know, maybe picked up some tips and tricks as well for this map especially. You probably will have learnt some of the spawns as well. You can tell where the enemies are spawning on either side of the map. It sort of flips between the two. You know, he could have done a little bit better. That's the only criticism I have of this gameplay. He could have done a little bit better with his Reaper missile. He could have got, I reckon, 80, you know, but all in honesty, I can't give any criticism out when he gets such a high gameplay like this. So thank you so much for the gameplay, JSP. And if you'd like to follow me on Twitter, feel free to do so. Links can always be found in the description, and if you'd like to subscribe, feel free to do so. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Favourite and like it if you want to, and thank you for watching.